Y'all ever notice how whenever black people start thriving, somebody's gotta come and mess it up? It's like they really have an issue with letting us breathe. Well, buckle up, because today we're talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, specifically Black Wall Street, the thriving black community that got burned to the ground just because it was successful. And trust me, the details will have you shaking your damn head. Let's get into this. Alright, so back in the early 1900s, Tulsa's Greenwood district was it. Like, if the phrase Black excellence had a physical location, it would have been Greenwood. Now, Greenwood was founded in 1906, and it was home to black doctors, lawyers, teachers, entrepreneurs, you name it. They had their own banks, schools, hotels, and even their own private planes. So yeah, Black Wall Street was basically what happens when black folks are left the fuck alone, minding our own black business, living in our own black excellence. But of course, racist America was not having that, because God forbid black people have money and don't need white validation. So enter May 31st, 1921, the alleged trigger, a rumor. A young black man named Dick Rowland was accused of assaulting a white woman in an elevator. Did anyone actually see it happen? Of course not. Now y'all know facts have never stopped a mob of good old boys marching into a black town to destroy it. And over the next 24 hours, white residents, who were aided by police and local officials, by the way, they looted, bombed, and burned down Greenwood. Yes, I said bombed, from the air, with planes. This was literally the first aerial attack on American soil, and it wasn't from a foreign enemy. It was white folks mad at the black people who had money. Now let that sink in. And over that short span of just 24 hours, at least 300 black folks were unalived. Thousands were left homeless, and businesses that took decades to build were gone overnight. But wait, it gets worse. Insurance companies had the nerve to refuse to pay out claims because, get this, the massacre was considered a riot. Now, you'd think something this catastrophic would have been in every history book, right? Wrong. Tulsa officials and the media buried this story so deep, you'd think it was classified. The survivors of this massacre, they were silenced. Documents went missing, and it wasn't until decades later that people even started learning about it again. Can you imagine living through a whole war zone and then being told to just move on? Now, the effects of the massacre still linger. Greenwood never fully recovered, and the generational wealth that black families should have had, poof, gone. And don't even get me started on how politicians still get weird whenever reparations are brought up, but that's for another episode. So yeah, Tulsa wasn't simply a tragedy, it was a goddamn robbery, a whole heist of black wealth, security, and legacy. And if that doesn't make you want to learn more about America's hidden history, then I don't know what will. Drop a comment if you learned something new today, and share this with someone who needs to know the truth. Because if we don't tell these stories, who will?